From his unfathomable training routine to his exceptional footwork and technical prowess, this is why Vasiliy Lomachenko can beat any boxer. Vasiliy "The Matrix" Lomachenko is unquestionably one of the toughest fighters in the sport. But did you know he follows the most rigorous training routines known to man? The Ukrainian boxer follows an excruciating workout regimen and never takes a day off. Loma is the 7th best pound-for-pound boxer in the world, earning his honors through exceptional commitment and countless hours in the gym. He kicks off his training at 5 in the morning, starting with a 30-minute run and a number of short interval sprints. Loma credits his success to his unmatched endurance, a direct result of the thousands of miles he's run during training. After his intense cardio warm-up, he spends roughly 2 hours working with a sports psychologist. During these sessions, Vasiliy dedicates his time to the mental aspect of boxing. Such mental exercises include playing Jenga, solving mathematical puzzles, testing his reaction time, and even holding his breath underwater. Anyone who dare challenge Lomachenko should think twice before stepping into the ring with such a physical specimen. His all-time record for holding his breath is 4 minutes and 30 seconds, which he achieved before winning a gold medal at the 2012 London Olympics. This bizarre routine helps Loma build up his stamina, ensuring he can stay locked in throughout an entire fight. When asked about his unique underwater exercise, Loma said, "It's how you gain control over the fight and your opponent. Because of this, I'm as strong in the 12th round as I am in the first." While most of his opponents neglect this ideology, it's clear that his brain training separates him from the pack. But the Ukrainian phenom's day is far from over. After 5 hours of working out, he's finally entitled to some breakfast. He loads up on a wide range of proteins, fruits, and vegetables. And you guessed it, black coffee. Sounds like a true breakfast of champions. Once he's all fueled up, Loma dives into the pool and spends the next several hours boosting his cardio health. Could you imagine how terrifying it would be to step foot in the ring with a guy who trains like Loma? The Matrix rounds out his routine with a variety of boxing-related workouts, such as bag practice, mitt work, and sparring competition. The Ukrainian champion also mixes in a number of different sports into his brutal 13-hour routine. In order to stay motivated, Vasiliy plays basketball, badminton, football, and even gymnastics. Every day, Loma works out with his father until he's ready to hit the hay, and that doesn't typically happen before 8 p.m. So now that you know how dedicated Loma really is, let's take a look at his truly stellar boxing career. Vasiliy is arguably the greatest amateur boxer of all time. He boasts an improbable record of 396 wins and just 1 single loss. You heard that right. Before becoming a pro, the dude won almost 400 total fights. His only amateur loss came at the hands of Albert Selimov, which he later avenged twice. Simply put, Lomachenko does not lose fights. The Matrix demolished Selimov in each rematch contest, proving that his slip-up was a mere anomaly. Loma went on to win multiple world championships, competing in the lightweight and featherweight divisions. He took home first place in the 2008 European Championship and followed it up with consecutive gold medals at the 2008 and 2012 Olympics. But Loma truly put his name on the map when he emerged victorious in the 2009 and 2011 World Boxing Championships. At the 2009 WBC event, Vasiliy dismantled his first 4 opponents and earned a spot in the title fight against Russian star Sergey Vodopyanov. Loma was simply too powerful and electric for Sergey and proved to be in a class above his competition. He won the fight by a massive margin, with the score reading 12-1 in favor of Lomachenko. His experience of rising within the amateur ranks of boxing gave him the platform to succeed at the professional level. But it wasn't until 2013 when Loma finally fought in his first professional bout. He faced off against Jose Luis Ramirez for the WBO featherweight title and officially transformed into a professional champion. Loma knocked out Ramirez in the 4th round of the fight and quickly became one of the most feared figures in boxing. After losing his second professional contest via a controversial split decision, the Matrix was on a mission to avenge his honor. The Ukrainian warrior went on a 13-fight win streak, knocking out 5 of his opponents and winning another 3 bouts via unanimous decision. Let's not forget, of those 13 consecutive victories, 4 of his opponent's corners threw in the towel. There was no question Vasiliy Lomachenko was as dominant a professional as he was an amateur boxer. Loma went on to defeat Gary Russell Jr., where he reclaimed his WBO featherweight belt and successfully defended his title for an entire year. In 2016, he won the junior lightweight title, knocking out Roman Martinez at Madison Square Garden. But the fight that truly put his name on the map was his intense matchup against Jose Pedraza. The year was 2018, and there were multiple titles up for grabs. The contest between Lomachenko and Pedraza would see the winner take home the WBA super lightweight title, the ring lightweight belt, and the WBO lightweight championship. In a fight that went all 12 rounds, Lomachenko claimed the trio of titles and became one of the hottest names in the sport. Loma successfully defended all 3 belts in his next 2 fights before ceding the honors to Teofimo Lopez in 2020. After being handed just his 2nd loss in his lengthy career, Vasiliy knocked out Masayoshi Nakatani and defeated Richard Kami for the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Championship. He continued to prove his dynamism and ferocity in the ring, as he boosted his all-time fighting record to 413 wins and just 3 losses. Loma sports an unbelievable 99.2% career win rate, warding off challengers who have even a shred of self-respect. The Matrix has never been knocked out in his 16-year career and is as fearsome an opponent as they come. Let's not forget, he won 11 of his 17 professional victories via knockout. Despite the fact that he's in his mid-30s, Loma is certainly in the prime of his career. So last but not least, let's dive into Vasiliy's clinical excellence inside the ring. Loma's footwork is touted as some of the best in the entire sport of boxing. He floats around the ring and is never standing still. One of the most frightening elements of his approach is his ability to create openings out of thin air. And those tiny windows of opportunity are forged through exceptional, lightning-fast footwork. There's no question, those countless hours of cardio have greatly benefited his movement in the ring. Loma's proven his ability to take down the top fighters in the sport, and his agility plays a massive role in doing so. Thanks to his fancy footwork and cat-like reflexes, Loma is very difficult to knock down. In fact, it wasn't until 2018 when Loma was finally knocked down inside the ring by Jorge Linares. It took over 11 years for one of his opponents to bring him to his knees. Linares did the unthinkable, but it proved to be too little, too late. Vasiliy not only recovered instantaneously, but he went on to knock out Linares in the 10th round of the fight. One of the most lethal elements of Loma's game is his counter-striking ability and defensive IQ. Loma's innate awareness helps him detect weaknesses and exploit his opponents within the blink of an eye. By no means is he a defensive boxer, but his ability to read his competition truly makes him a dangerous fighter. He also has a remarkable capability of adapting mid-fight. Whether it be switching up his game plan or confusing his adversaries with his approach, Loma has a knack for sniffing out vulnerabilities. Thanks to his tremendous understanding of the sport, he tends to bait his opponents and exploit their weaknesses. Vasiliy's technical superiority and phenomenal instincts have cemented him as one of the most feared boxers in recent memory. So, from his exceptional footwork and technical prowess to his unfathomable training routine, this is why Vasiliy Lomachenko can beat any boxer.